Hey guys, Bob from Gil Skillz. With so many YouTube scrapping channels and whatnot, with so many different varying styles of the way people scrap, I thought it'd be a good idea to post a video on whether or not it would be worth your time in scrapping number two insulated wire, or more specifically, stripping the number two insulated wire. So stay tuned for this exciting episode of Gil Skillz as we dive into this analytical abyss of scrapping utopia. Hey guys, Bob from Gil Skillz. I wanted to wish you, your friends, your family, everybody that you know, a happy 4th of July. Hope you're having a great time out barbecuing and enjoying the beautiful sun and the heat. No, seriously though, folks, I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're having a happy 4th of July. I just wanted to give you a quick video on whether or not you feel that it would be worth stripping number two insulated wire or not. And the answer is very, very complicated. So I kind of split it up into three different categories. One, you've got your full-time scrapper, you've got your part-time scrapper, and then you've got your, I'm going to call him a hobbyist, that scraps as a hobby. So, if you've got one person doing it as a full-time, there's really no way you're going to be able to justify spending that extra time stripping that copper. Let's just say it's safe to assume with today's prices there's at least $1 difference per pound between insulated copper wire number two and not insulated after you strip it. So you're going to make $1 more, or at least $1 more, to get it stripped like that. So with that being said, you have to strip $10 worth per hour. So you have to strip a minimum at that dollar difference of 10 pounds per hour to make it worth your while to strip that copper. Now, it may be a different story if you've got a family member involved, like a wife or another family member, stripping the copper while you're out and about. Because let's face it, full-time scrappers, their bread and butter is their steel. It's plentiful, they're gonna find the steel pretty much everywhere. Aluminum, copper, brass, all of them are gonna be secondary. So if you've got yourself out there looking and you've got a family member that's willing to spend a couple hours a day processing, it's definitely worth their time to do it. So for a part-time scrapper, things get a little hazy. You start delving into the realm of preference. If you really need the money, and you need the money right away, your better option is to, obviously bring in your insulated copper wire. If you're not in a rush for your money, and you're in a position where you can actually do 10 pounds per hour of copper, which would give you $10 an hour at least, it would definitely be worth your while to do that, because in the long run you're going to end up with more money. It really depends on what you feel your time is worth. If you want at least minimum wage, it's going to be really, really difficult to strip that much copper inside an hour. If you really don't care necessarily when you get that money, the better option would be to simply strip it, because you're going to make more money in the long run. So, and then you've got your hobbyist. Your hobbyist is doing it strictly more or less for fun. The money is kind of a bonus, and you could definitely go either way, but why not? I mean, why? If you're a hobbyist and you don't need the money right away, and you've accumulated quite a bit, and you're in a position where you have the time, why not just strip it and make yourself a little bit of extra money? To me, it's kind of a no-brainer. Whenever I got a little bit of extra time, I strip my copper. You saw in my most recent video that I stripped several extension cords. To me, it's worth it because in the end, I'm going to bring it in and it's going to be worth more money. So really, truthfully, if you're a hobbyist and you just do it very little or just for the fun of it, you know, that's the highest likelihood that you're going to want to strip it because you're going to get the most money for it. If you're a part-time scrapper or you get to the point where you kind of need that money on a regular basis, again, the line's going to get a little fuzzy because you essentially you've got to weigh how much your time is worth. You know what I mean? Only you can really truly decide that as to whether or not you have the time to strip that copper and make that little bit of extra money. If you're a full-time scrapper, it's the hardest. You're in the hardest position to scrap or process, microprocess anything or strip anything. So they would be the least likely to strip the number 2 wire. But again, if you've got a family member or if you've got someone else involved in your family that, you know, likes to help with that sort of thing, then obviously you're going to make more money. You know, if you can do it quick and efficiently, if you can get a decent amount done per hour, then it would very well be worth your while. If not, most full-timers aren't going to put in the effort because they work long hours as it is to search for scrap throughout the day, you know, to get the steel and everything else all processed and ready for the scrap yard. They don't have any time to simply strip all of that copper. So I'm hoping that that shed a little bit of light on why you hear certain people say, oh yeah, strip that copper, strip that wire, and others say, no, it's not worth it for them. Really, the bottom line is it's personal preference, but I just wanted to add a few dimensions to why you would, you know, why you would see someone say yay or nay on the subject. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate all of your support. I do want to wish you, again, a very happy 4th of July. It was really good talking with you. Until the next one.